So welcome to the Dr. Ramkumar Village Center. We use this center for our own meetings and for other NGOs, CBOs and faith-based organizations who want to have meetings or who want to have workshops, they can have it here. But upstairs here, we have a memorial set up to our patron, Dr. Ramkumar Chatur. As we come this way, you will see we have a painting here done by a local artist, Padilha, which depicts a young Ramkumar in the tree hiding so that he can read a West Indian reader while his father, Chatur, is on the ground looking for him. So Ramkumar Chatur, our patron, left Trinidad to go abroad, first to America, then to Germany to study medicine. He qualified as a doctor and came back, and it was his wish that this piece of the estate, which he inherited from his father, should become a museum and to honor our ancestors and to remind young people and all of Trinidad that these were the virtues that you needed to have to be successful. So if you really wanted something, you would find a way. So if you really wanted to learn, you'd climb a tree to read a book. Young people could learn something from that. Underneath, we have his record player on display. And the background there, you just heard the German cuckoo clock, which keeps us all in time. So, as we make our way around the room, we have a tapestry here that was bought in South America that depicts the great love story of Ramkumar and Irene, the dark prince and the blonde princess riding out on their chariot. And on this wall, we have a display showing them from young to mature and the evolution of their love story. Dr. Ramkumar Chatur, qualified cardiologist, sadly passed away in 2006 before he could make this a reality. So we are trying here to carry out his wishes. And his wife, Professor Irene Chatur, herself a pediatric psychiatrist specializing in eating disorders, has made it her mission to set up this mud house museum to preserve this piece of heritage. So as we see on this wall here, we have family pictures. To the top left, you can see, if you miss it just barely, Irene in a horse-drawn buggy. As we were told, the family owned up to 4 buggies. And Kumar with his father on a buffalipso cart. You can see the cart there, the wheels and the animal. We have him in the center, a young man in a suit. And on this side, we have his mother, Jamuni. This picture in the center here was taken on the docks of Port of Spain when the ship bringing Ramkumar and Irene was coming in the 1960s. So you can see the entire family came out to the port to greet him. The other pictures here in this corner are taken from a family wedding and show the groom or dullaha surrounded by male relatives, surrounded by female relatives, and then all the children posed together to take a picture. Here we have Jamini as pictured above, but in the presence of 3 of her daughters. All right, as you step into the doctor's office, we have here recreated Ramkumar's office as it would have existed in his own practice. On the shelves you can see books dealing with different aspects of medicine, and even you can see on this stage copies of the very same West Indian reader. He never forgot where he came from. So when you visit the Mud House Museum and you come to the Ramkumar Chatur Memorial, you'll even get a chance firsthand to use his tools, his stethoscope, listen to your own heartbeat. And these are not toys or replicas, these are actual tools. Right. Here we have a picture of him as a young man, and then we have a picture of him working in a hospital in Germany, which was a hospital run by nuns, and he's there next to the head nun. And in this room, you can see that we have a display of clothing. So you can see a winter coat and you can see authentic German dress. And as you look on the wall, you can see we have pictures of her wearing them in winter, for spring, and for special occasions. Not to be outdone, we also have men's clothing, and you can see the wide variety of styles. There are differences. You would wear a sweater for winter and a lighter color for spring. Where we are standing now, this is a cocoa drying house. Now normally the roof is not so high, but we've made this one high so we can stand up here. And you would spread your cocoa beans out here on the boards. And as their outer white viscous pulp melts away and drips through the floorboards, these beans will be drying in the heat of the sun. As they dry, you have to get them nice and shiny and polished, and this is where dancing the cocoa comes in. So you would rub the soles of your feet with coconut oil, and then you would dance the cocoa. Now this is not break dancing, this is a simple two-step motion which allows the beans to rub against each other and become shiny and polished and fetch a higher price at market. Now when you have cocoa in the sun like this, you have to watch out for rain. It's not just an expression, meaning that people who do wrong things or who have something to hide should look out for being caught. It also means literally that when your cocoa is drying, you don't want it to get wet.